I've been here at Jack Henry, it'll be 9 years in June. So 8 years and several months. So I have worked in banks prior to coming here at Jack Henry, and of course been in several different positions with banks, some that have been pretty flexible as well, but none to the point where you kind of make your flexibility what works for you, like we can here at Jack Henry. So as I compare Jack Henry to my prior life in banking, I would just have to say that it wasn't really flexible. It would be if you do have an 8 to 5 position and you knew ahead of time something that you needed to schedule, that would usually be accommodated. But it wasn't just the flexibility if, for a 6-month period, if you had a kid that was involved in an extracurricular activity and you needed to adjust your schedule during that time period, that flexibility just wasn't there. It's great here at Jack Henry that there are several different flexible work arrangement options. So at a particular stage in my life, when my son was younger and in middle school and high school, the flexible work arrangement here made it so much easier for me to be able to get him to before school activities and after school activities, because in middle school, they usually have practices and things like that early, and so I was already getting to work earlier than my typical day would start. So with the flexible work arrangement that I benefited from at that stage in my life, I did what's called the 9 days on and 1 day off. So I worked 9-hour days, and I was already doing that. So it gave me a really great benefit to be able to do what I was already doing and have that 1 day off every 2 weeks to maximize if we had doctor's appointments, if I needed to have someone come and do some service at the house, or if I just wanted to do some shopping or something like that. So that's one of the great things about Jack Henry, is that depending on where you are in your work life balance, you have flexibility with what that work arrangement could look like for you. So now, kind of going forward, I'm not in that current stage in my life, but how I am now benefiting from a flexible work arrangement is I have a son that's in college, and he plays college basketball. So having that flexibility to be able to take my laptop with me and travel to his games when he's out and on the road. Typically, I need to get there early because of flight accommodations, but most of the time I'm there in a hotel with nothing necessarily scheduled in a town that I'm not familiar with. So I can work from my hotel room or get a conference room there at the hotel and still stay in touch with my team and get a full day or two's worth of work and still be a part of my son's activities and be involved. So it's been great for me. I'm responsible for the strategic direction of our two of our core products, and so determining what it is that we're going to build, engaging customers to get some feedback, and actually seeing that new product or that functionality from its infancy to completion and clients actually using it and being involved in that whole collaboration and evolution of the product. So it's that whole point of kind of birthing a baby, it's they get to see it, they have a need for something, we talk about it, and you groom it and you work it, and then you put it into production. And so it's just great to be able to incorporate something from a technology perspective that's critical to our financial institutions, that makes their day-to-day lives either easier or puts them in a position where they can be more competitive in the marketplace, and knowing that you were involved in that. I mean, the financial industry is, it's priceless. So knowing that you had an important role in making a bank's life better is very fulfilling and rewarding to me. Overall, I think it's made me a more involved citizen. It's made me a more active philanthropist. And, in general, I just appreciate that flexibility that we're afforded. Sky's the limit once you get here.